Have you ever wondered why only 1% of people always seem to win worldwide? No matter what happens, they keep rising while everyone else struggles. It's not just luck. It's a way of thinking that separates them from the rest of the individuals. Most people assume the wealthy and successful were born into it, but that's a lie. Studies show that over 70% of millionaires are self-made. They didn't inherit wealth. They built it through strategy, persistence, and a mindset that refuses to accept failure. So what's stopping you from doing the same? So today we're going to break down the key principles of the 1% and how you can start applying them to your own life. The truth is that anyone can rise if willing to do what it takes. If you want to empower your steps and live life on your own terms, watch this video and subscribe to this channel. The 1% are the wealthiest people in society. They control a considerable share of global wealth. They own billion-dollar corporations, private islands, and even some space ventures. Some build their fortunes from nothing, while others inherit it. They influence markets, industries, and even global economics. Take the example of Elon Musk, who has a fortune of $433 billion. Over the years, their network has grown wider and wider. Moreover, 1% of the population doesn't follow the rules, they make the rules. They don't just survive, they dominate. They don't just live comfortably, they control the game. That's why they keep their dominance ahead of most people worldwide. Why it's important to become one of the 1%. When someone has money, one can make decisions based on what's best for them, not just what they can afford. If you don't take control of your finances, someone else will. And in this world, financial dependence is slavery. The middle class lives in fear of losing jobs and unexpected expenses. The 1% build multiple income streams, so they never have to rely on one source of money. They create security rather than waiting for someone else to provide it. The wealthiest and most successful people don't just live well, they change the world. Elon Musk is pushing space travel forward. Jeff Bezos revolutionized e-commerce. Oprah Winfrey built an empire that empowers millions. The 1% don't just get rich, they use their success to leave a legacy. What do you want your legacy to be? Let us know in the comment section. Steps to get there. Number 8. Mastering time like the 1%. Time is the ultimate wealth, and the wealthiest individuals don't wait hours for money. They make money work for them. The average person remains trapped in a time for money cycle, while the 1% build businesses, systems, and investments that generate income even in their absence. The key to breaking free from the slow lanes is detaching income from time. When income stops the moment work does, time isn't owned, it's just rented. The wealthiest understand this, so those individuals focus on building systems that generate money on their own. It's not about financial gain, but about securing true freedom. Number 7. The power of association. Jim Rohn once said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." The richest individuals recognize this and deliberately select their inner circle. Those who surround themselves with ambitious, disciplined, and forward-thinking individuals elevate their mindsets and opportunities. The 1% actively seek mentors, build high-value networks, and distance themselves from negativity. They figure out that success isn't just about individual effort, it's also about the environment they create. A strong network fosters growth, accountability, and new opportunities that wouldn't exist in isolation. Number 6. One step closer to the 1%. It is a fact that the safest path often leads to the biggest regret, while bold decisions shape the future. Because fear holds most people back, yet the greatest regret comes from chances never taken. The top 1% of people, individuals constantly ask themselves, will this decision be a source of regret in the future? Because success is not just about avoiding failure, it's about having the courage to face it. Trusting your instincts and taking risks that align with your creative vision is what sets the top individuals apart. Those who succeed take mostly those chances that others fear. They perfectly know that real growth exists outside their comfort zone. In the end, regret never comes from failure. It comes from inaction. Fear stops 99% of people. If you want to be in the 1%, you must move forward even when you're scared. Number 5, mastering the power of anticipation. The successful individuals don't wait for the final crisis to unfold. They prepare themselves in advance. Success does not come from reacting, it does come from anticipating. They analyze trends, make strategic moves, and position themselves ahead of the crowd. This act results in how they turn any crisis into profitable and long-term opportunities. This step is not just about patience, it screams to stay ahead of the curve. Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful." This should be everyone's mindset in a positive sense because that is the one that led him to invest billions in undervalued stocks during the 2008 financial crisis. Others panicked then, but he stayed ahead by anticipating market shifts and making strategic moves. Number 4, building assets, not just income. The mindset of those individuals is quite simple. They don't simply earn money as a temporary profit. They own assets that will grow in value in the future. So instead of relying on a monthly paycheck, they invest in businesses, real estate, and stocks, or properties that generate a passive long-term income. Since money has no fixed definition, the amount one can earn is limitless, especially when talking about creating income streams that generate revenue without active effort. As the famous Kiyosaki stated, the poor work for money and the rich make money work for them. It is the key difference between the 1% and the remaining 99% of individuals. Number 3, leading with a growth mindset. Wealthy and intellectual individuals focus on ownership, while the average person focuses on how much he can earn in a day, month, or year. Every self-made millionaire holds assets. They prioritize permanent growth over short-term earnings. They build systems that generate wealth independently, ensuring their success isn't tied to constant effort. Those 1% take full responsibility for their success. They don't blame others for failure, so they adapt, learn, and create opportunities by themselves. They are obsessed with self-improvement and self-grooming. How can they upgrade their skills and knowledge to stay ahead of the average population? They understand very well that financial freedom isn't just handed out. They have to build it through their actions, ownership, and learning. Number 2, creating, not just consuming. Most people spend hours scrolling social media, watching Netflix series, or even purchasing things they don't need all the time. It's just their daily life routine, but 1% of individuals build completely different from them. They focus on creation rather than consumption. They opt to create some brands in their businesses and like to generate ideas, attract attention, and generate revenue. So, those who lead in wealth are the ones who produce, while the rest remain consumers. The top 1% prioritize adding value to the world instead of just being an extra weight on the world. Number 1, playing the long game. Those top people don't just face or don't just take a short test for success. They play schemes, and they also play long games. They invest in their relationships, businesses, and social networks, and the internet is filled with a lot of examples. For example, Jeff Bezos built Amazon with the understanding that profitability might take years, but it is not impossible. Today, he is one of the 1% because he knew that small and consistent actions would lead to massive rewards over time. The 1% think, act, and live differently from others. They don't follow the slow lane of job security and small savings. They take control, build assets, and leverage time to their advantage. If you want financial freedom, you must shift your mindset and take that fast lane to wealth. Success isn't a secret. It's a strategy. The question is, are you ready to play by the rules of the 1%? Most people will never reach their full potential. Not because they're not capable, but because they don't take action. They stay comfortable, they settle, but you're here because you want more. Let me know in the comments, and if this video empowered you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this. Remember, the 1% aren't born. They're built. It's time to start building. So subscribe to Empower Your Steps for more tips on success, wealth, and personal growth. Your journey starts now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.